we'll be helping everybody with Facebook ads, Google ads, store optimization, in general, how to make money. How to make money with your dropshipping store. And I'll just invite all my Freedom Club students in. And we'll get this started. Welcome, Freedom Club students. My name is Chris. If you don't know, I am the head of education here at the Freedom Club, which means my job is to train the trainers how to train you. And I'm here tonight to do the, what are we doing again? Geez, my memory is bad today. Marketing Masterclass. Give everybody a couple of minutes to jump on in. Then we'll get started. Just give me a second, guys. I just want to tweak my microphone a little bit. It's a little bit off. I don't know why. Let's get rid of this thing. All right. Maybe that'll sound a little bit better. Nat and Ollie, hello. Hayden and Claire, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you guys. I'll share my screen and we'll get started as quickly as possible. How does that sound? Okay. Marketing reviews, 8 comments. Starting with Nat and Ollie. Got here nice and early. Hope I'm doing well this evening. I hope you guys are doing well as well. Okay. How does that mic sound now? I think that's a bit better, yeah? I'll share my screen and we'll get started as quickly as possible. How does that sound? I think that sounds a lot better. Yomo, quick question before we advertise. Can we advertise medical devices on Facebook? I guess so. I know. That's probably not what you were trying to get an answer for, but I guess so. Like, I see medical devices getting advertised on Facebook. Just be careful of outrageous claims on Facebook. That's what they don't like. They don't like. Oh, how do I describe it? Like, what's the word? Like full claims that mean that you're going to solve everything. Like, you've got to have disclaimers. You can't just go say this is going to solve all these medical issues without proof or evidence. Can't be an absolute. Can't be a Sith. You can't deal in absolutes. All right, Nat and Ollie. Okay, been running since the 27th of last month. Oh, you must be tired. Got some previous promising numbers, obviously not converting enough. Would love some advice. Wattle Wombat. All right, Wattle Wombat. First, we'll check what's going on. 5% add to cart, 2% reach checkout, 1% converted. I mean, it's somewhat promising. Add to cart rate is almost there. You do want to have a bit higher. 5%, depending on how you're scaling, 5% can be good. But ideally, with this sort of small scale, we'd want to see that a little bit higher. So there's probably on-page optimizations we can do. 3% reach checkout, that's not terrible. And then 1% conversion rate, we need that to be 2% or higher. And that might mean we have to get your reach checkout to 2%. Sorry, to 4%. Maths is hard today. All right. I don't know. Oh, you're selling these. Look at your website. Actually, I'm actually really happy for you. These are quite priced, pretty good price for these things. $109. How much are you buying these for, Nat? And do I have access to your Facebook? If not, I'll give you my email address here. And you can invite me to your Facebook account if you wish to, and I can review your ads. If you wish. But I'm actually pretty happy with that. So I'm assuming that you're probably over-reporting the number of sessions here. Usually when we launch our stores, they're $42, are they? Oh, okay. 42. It's expensive. Are you using our supplier? Or is that off eBay? Ollie Clem portfolio. Let's take a look. What a wombat. eBay, very fresh. Okay. Hold on. Teakwood Essential. What do we call these? Let's just see what kind of price range you launched last week. I'm so happy to see this, actually. These have been on my list for ages. I was just waiting for a student to actually do this and start getting some orders. Teak wood utensils. Yeah, a 7-piece. Why are these $40? And why are these 5 pieces? All right, what I want you to do is I'm going to give you my link to come and have a chat with me on WhatsApp, and I will put you in touch with my supplier, our supplier, the Freedom Club supplier in China, and we're going to see if we can get these for you any cheaper. Because if you can get these for like $25, like these ones, and it probably will come around, I reckon, $25 to $30. You'll be at 3 and a bit times margin, which will be much healthier for you, much healthier. So send me a message. I'll hook you up with the supplier. They'll give you a price, and if it's not, like, there's no commitment. If we can't get it cheaper, you just stick with eBay. Benefit is we will be able to change your packaging and put like a card in there, or wrap it in. We could wrap it all in paper so that it arrives really nicely. Now, let's have a look how much. $42 a purchase. Oh man, that's great. So your stats are probably lying to you. When we launch our ads, usually, and we'll just go over your stats here. When we launch our ads, usually there's a bunch more sessions in here than there actually is. So a lot of bots hit your website, and like your stats might look bad, but I bet you they're actually not too bad. So your actual clicks to your website, only 333 at $1.26. Shit. Which means at 47, well, 11 people completed checkout. So what's this? 11 divided by 333. 3% conversion rates. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Why didn't I launch this store? Oh man, that's fantastic. Okay. All we got to do is get your purchase price down. And how we do that? So many ways. So many ways. First of all, I probably wouldn't be giving this away. The reason I wouldn't give this away, you don't really need to give these things away. Have them as upsells right here. That way you can make some more money. So yeah, you're going to want a place to put these. So yeah, buy this for the utensil holder for $5. And buy the spoon rest for $5. Get the whole package for $120. That's how you start making more money. At $40 per purchase, we bring the cost of this down, and then we add the upsells, and my God, not only, guys, I don't care if it comes with the, okay, let me tell you guys a little story. When I first started learning dropshipping, I learned it all from this awesome Build, Scale, Grow. This was the Freedom Club from back then. One second. So this is the Freedom Club from, when was this? 10 years ago. They're not really what they used to be anymore. But ahead of these guys, he started a store. Is this them or is it? No, it's Build, Grow, Scale. Build, Grow, Scale. Trust me, I have a point. I have a point. We should be looking for Trey, yeah? Where's Trey? Yeah, these are the guys. These are the guys. This was my Freedom Club. This is where I cut my teeth and learned everything that I currently know. Anyway, the founder of Build, Grow, Scale. His name was I can't remember what I said his name was, but he's American. So they're all based in America. He had a store that was like a First Amendment store. So if you don't know anything about America, you know they love their guns, and the First Amendment gives them gun rights. Now you can't sell guns on Facebook, but you can sell other things like targets and like maybe a holster or a veteran pin. I think he was selling a veteran pin first, and he got the price down to like $5 per pin, and they came in two. So what he would do was he would on his funnel he would sell one pin for like $20, and then have an upsell to get one more pin for like $5. And then everyone who purchased, he just gave them 2 pins because it didn't cost him any less to send 2 pins. So customers who didn't order the upsell were happy because they got an upsell and they were like, I'm thrilled. They sent me a pin. They said, don't send it back. And then the customers who did pay for the upsell, guess what? They're happy too because they got exactly what they purchased. My point is, and I know I've been around the bush, my point is, if you're getting this thing for free, make it an optional upsell and send it to everybody. You'll make way more money. When should I look into reaching out to the supplier instead of ordering from eBay? As soon as you want. Does it cost a lot more to ask them for your own packaging? Maybe an extra $1 or $2 per order. You can message me as soon as you want. As soon as you're getting a few orders a day, hit me up on what's it called? On my WhatsApp link. I'll put you in touch with the supplier. It may or may not be cheaper for you to go with them. It may or may not. The benefit, though, is you have complete control over the packaging and the quality of your product. If you don't like the product, you tell them to change it, and they'll go out and find a new manufacturer. And I mean, every store that I make, I just go directly to the supplier now. Nat and Ollie, you'd love to sell various items separately, but you can't find them separately. So hopefully the Freedom Supply, yeah, they should be able to do sort of stuff like that. For sure. All right, now, I don't think I need to give you too much more. There are certain things I think you can do better. Like the imagery here is a bit fuzzy. You got the right idea. What I want you to do is listen up for every little golden nugget that I drop from all these calls, because every single golden nugget is going to make you more money. One of the things I didn't see, and maybe it's because I've been on your website before, but I didn't see a good pop-up. Now you have a unique type of store here. I did see the pop-up. I did see it. Get 10% off. Enter your email and get 10% off your order. Okay, cool. I want you to have a look at your sign-up rate to your pop-up. And if it's less than, say, 6-7%, I want you to start testing maybe a what do we call it? A mystery discount, and see if that helps you get more sign-up rates. The more people who join your emails, the more people you'll sell to. And this type of product is going to attract people who want non-toxic utensils in their house. So they're looking for ways to be healthier and less plastic. And you're going to have opportunities here to sell them all sorts of things. All sorts of healthier utensils. Hell, you could even sell them, and I don't know if it would work, but like chopping boards, you could go down and sell them titanium chopping boards. In the future, you could sell knife sharpening kits. You could sell, I don't know, anything that's more hygienic in the kitchen. I'm really happy for you guys. You've done really well. Now, in terms of your Facebook ads, don't duplicate. Come on, stop. Okay. So your broad's doing quite well. I don't think these are, and I guess they didn't really work, your audience testing. Being a parent doesn't mean you're automatically afraid of plastic. Your broad's doing well. I think you need to do a little bit more testing to try and find, you're doing engaged shoppers, that's great too. But there must be a keyword that works for this. There must be a wellness type of keyword. There's got to be something where people are going to be interested in, that are going to want to have less plastics in their life. In terms of ads, yeah, you need more. You need way more ads. Way more ads. So you're doing testing, but all this testing is really telling me is that your ads kind of suck. Click rate is quite good. Cost per click is quite good. Your CPM is very high. So what we need to do is give Facebook more variety. So it's time for UGC. If you can go through Freedom. I've had some pretty good results with Fiverr, but you got 6 ads. I only see when we're doing tests. Okay. How can I explain this? When we're trying to test different ideas, the first thing that I want to do in my initial testing is get a rough idea of the types of ads that are going to work for me. So I go out there and I test ad variations. I'm looking for ad copy. I'm looking for which images kind of work, which videos kind of work. And I'm testing them all on broad until I have a good collection of ads that I know are my best ads. The thing that I like to do from there is I'm saying, okay, these are the ads that work on broad testing. So now let's do some testing on keywords using the exact same ads, but we got to have more than one ad, like a minimum of 5 ads. The more, the better. Probably at this stage, a maximum of, this is the max winning ads that I like to try and scale. And this is after testing lots and lots of different ads to find my absolute winners. And you can see here, now I'm testing out, well, not really even testing. Now I'm actually scaling coloring book, engaged shoppers, and coloring books, actually. I can probably turn that one off. And I can just sort of sit here on my $28 and $30 ones, which are just flying right now. Fantastic. And that's going to allow me to scale. So on your account, we need to figure out, we need to add way more ads. So let me show you what sort of ads I want you to start thinking about. Give me a second here. So what I do is I have a guy on Upwork that I've trained, and I've taught him how to make ads for my brand. And look, I can give you his details in the chat here. He helps a lot of Freedom Clubbers out. He actually works for my agency as well. Now, I'm not saying you need ads like this. These are pretty and colorful ads for my customers. These aren't going to work for your customers. You need to go and look at all your competitors, just like Jess was saying before. Find what kind of ads are working for them, and then I'll give you my ads guy right now, and you got to come up with the angles. He's not a marketing guy. You guys are learning how to market. So you tell him the text and what the model should be doing, and maybe give him some reviews or tell him the offer. He goes away and he creates the offer or the ad for you to use. And I usually ask him to go create for me, go make 10 ads at a time. And I tell him the angles that I want him to make, and I tell him the offers. I don't care what it looks like, because I'm testing so many so fast. Some of them are going to suck. Some of them are going to be amazing. And it's not up to me to know. It's up to my audience to tell me which ones of these are the products that they want to see in there in the ads. So I'll give you his details right now. And if you're listening in the chat, feel free to reach out to my resource here and set up a contract with him on Upwork. His prices are reasonable. He's a great guy. I trust him. He won't screw you over, and he does great work. Just give me a second, guys. I'm just getting his details. He makes the ads for all of my businesses. His name is Dimas, and my team is your team. But you can't have my support staff. I will not give them away. All right. Congratulations, guys. You're doing really well, and you're gonna continue to do even better. And don't let these numbers fool you. You only had 333 clicks on Facebook, so you're actually doing really, really well. And you will be able to bring that cost per conversion down, but most importantly, you will be able to bring your profit margin up. All right, Hanil, ad account, brother, which one is yours? I wish I could remember everybody's ad accounts, but I cannot. I'll give you a couple of seconds to let me know. Nat, because you're so early, you're borrowing ad content? Yeah, it's time to unborrow ad content. I get it. I borrow ad content too to start off with. You delete your comment. No problem. No problem. All right, Hayden. Quick look at ad metrics. Advantage Plus performing for a few days now, not performing well. Just turn them off. Business is Velmora and Co. All right. Velmora. Oh, the email triggers. Dude, yeah, let me show you. Let me show you the email triggers. You were looking for browse abandonment. So in my browse abandonment, this is the trigger, view to product. You don't need this in yours. That's just what I put in mine. So don't worry about an audience filter. Exit conditions, they get out of this when they've added a product to cart, started a checkout, or paid for an order. That's it. Oh, and I don't put people in this who've already been in this automation in the last 10 days. VIP customers, you're gonna hit yourself how simple this is. So we have new customer thank you. I'll show you that one because it's important just to set the scene here. New customer thank you is people who placed an order, and frequency, they don't go into this if they've been in this at any time at all. That's new customer thank you. For repeat customer thank you, so these are my VIPs. Okay, when they've entered a segment, and the segment is more than one order. Now, to do this, you're going to need to go into your segments list. So we go into audience, go into segments, and you want to create a segment. We'll do it right now. Create a segment. Oh, I haven't seen this new AI. All right. Let's test it. People who have more than one order. This is exciting. I probably could have done it faster. Segment name, multiple orders. Customers who have placed at least 2 times. Yeah. That's what I asked for. Dude, none of this was around when I started. That's not fair. And then obviously you save that segment, and then you come back into here and you have enter segment, and the segment is more than one order. Exit condition, I don't let them exit this. They actually get every single email here. Okay. Oh, I just realized. Damn, I'm gonna have to fix some of those. I don't offer those discounts anymore. Okay. I'll fix those after the stream. Where were we? Caden, Velmora and Co. Oh, you had wooden utensils too. Interesting. Interesting. But and you saw Nat and Ollie doing quite well with the same products, and you're wondering why you're not. Why is your cost per click so high? Your CPMs are okay. This is actually interesting science. Why is this doing badly, whereas the same product was doing better on another account? Let's science the hell out of this, shall we? This is important for everybody, including myself. You guys don't realize how helpful this actually is. What was Nat? What was your account called? Nat and Ollie. Ollie Chem. Nope. What was it? It was Wattle Wombat. Wattle Wombat. Okay. Interesting. Both of you. This, and in fact, everybody, listen up. Let's figure this out. We've got a broad campaign here running versus, and there's a lot more content in here versus an Advantage Plus. So this one's at more scale, and the Advantage Plus just did not want to work. $97 per purchase, CPM $55 versus, oops, which is cheaper than I think over here, which was a CPM of $60. Okay. We have cost per click of $3 and a click-through rate of 1.68 versus 6% and $1.38. Now, it could be that scaling this up increases the cost per click and increases the cost per purchase. It could be. But I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that. Let me discard these graphs. Oh, I don't know if they were mine or not. Spend. We've spent $92. I'm just going to highlight the biggest spending ones. Oh, that's got $37 a purchase for that one. 2.43% click-through. And that $3.41, we can probably turn that one off. It's not working. Australia's #1 cooking utensil set. Ready to eliminate plastics in your kitchen. Switch. Okay, first of all, when did the Advantage Plus start? I'll have to take a look. First of all, you've got ChatGPT sitting in your primary text. Everyone can see it, and we don't like it. So that's the first thing. It says started on the 8th of the 8th. Okay. So we don't like ChatGPT. We've got to make sure that our copy looks human. And for this one, we got a video. Oh, that's the wrong answer, right? Hold on. Fraud testing. All we've got here is a video, $29 a purchase. Click-through is a lot higher and the cost per click is a lot lower. And it looks healthy, never looked this good. Beautiful teak wood that elevates every kitchen. Toxin-free, plastic-free. We still got ChatGPT in here too. Get rid of your ChatGPT lines, guys. Free gift plus 50% off best-selling teak. Okay. Versus shop 50% off now. I guess what I don't like about this particular ad is like it's a pet peeve of mine. Having lowercase shop and then off now. It does look bad yet. You have no videos yet. Now we've got won't scratch your non-stick pans. Does not. I can't read it from here. And we have a learn more. What's your budget? $70 a day. It is a pretty high budget to start on for if you're under a week. So you've really outspent yourself here, which is really the problem. I wouldn't be starting that high unless I had a big bank. All right, what else we got? Free gift plus 50% off best-selling thing. We got a shop now button, which we want. And this one here at $37 a purchase. CPM is a bit higher. Cost per click, $2.86. CTR, $2.43. Ditch the plastic, buy now. That is a much better ad. For one, the colors are easier for me to read what's going on. The utensils look great. And ditch the plastic, buy now. That is exactly the angle. Versus the other one, which was getting all the spend. Australia's #1 cooking utensil set doesn't tell me anything about the product, really. And yes, you can get a click. If you've got a virally type product, you can get a click from that. But as you can see here, it wasn't working for you guys. And it took a lot of your spend. At $92. We could have gotten rid of that at $50. Really could have. Now the next one that I'd be looking at, the chopping block. No pun intended. This one right here. Let's have a look. This is useless. We just got a picture of the product. No one cares. Nobody cares about a picture of a product. Okay, next one. $53 a purchase. Again, no explanation, no nothing. And bear in mind, when you look at this on Instagram, just scroll down, guys. This is how your product looks on Instagram. No context, just utensils on the floor and a learn more button. First of all, it needs to be a shop now button, for sure. But that doesn't tell me any of the benefits on Insta. Always make sure that we scroll down and check how our ad's going to look in every location. Okay, so that one can take a cut off the chopping block. And look at the click-throughs on these two. Dismal, 1.49 and 0.91. Again, this one's not very good here at 1.37. I can probably already tell that it's going to be a bad one. 7-piece cooking set for all your cooking needs. No, we're not selling cooking needs. We're selling don't eat plastic. Don't eat plastic. That's really what we're trying to push here. Okay, this one at 2.6, slightly better. What does this one say? And look at that. With just a lot of plain ones are inspiration from Tilly Living. Yeah, but Tilly Living hasn't done this course. And I'll have a look at Tilly Living in a second and see what we can find out. Australia's #1 teak wood chemical-free utensil. This one does better. The same image, pretty much, as your previous one, color-wise. And it does better. Okay. 1.69. Keep your pan scratch free. I mean, that's a good angle. That's a good angle to test. I would probably test that myself. But the market here is telling you we don't give a rat's ass about scratch free pans apparently in Australia. Good thinking. Good thinking. Just the test says that we were wrong. And we have to be wrong sometimes. Australia's number one. This one had a decent click-through from what I saw. You've got your benefits right here. The image looks great. I would probably change this. I do like your Australia's number one, but I would, instead of putting cooking utensil set, yeah, I would say plastic-free utensil set. And instead of having the 5-star in a review, I'd have the 5 stars. And I like Jess's little thing there. Don't feed your... I changed that to hate feeding my family microplastics. That'd be really strong. The rest, I can't really comment on these because they haven't really spent enough money for us to have a valid, anything under $20. What I'm trying to say here is you could spend another $20 and the stats on these could be vastly different. Oh, but this one doesn't look so good. Hey, $5 click, $5 click. Yeah, that's probably bad. $5 click, probably not worth running those ones. You got a few sales with the angle in parents. Interesting. All right, let's look at Tilly Living. See what I can glean off them. Hey, and good thinking looking at the competitor. It's what we do. Ah, okay. So look at this though. What do we see in this ad? First of all, shop now. Yes, you're right. We've got a clean image here, but natural wood kitchenware, money back guarantee is their description. Nothing compares to this 30s. I mean, I don't love this at all because it's not really telling us too much about the plastics. Oh man, this website sucks. Third of September, 12th of August. Yeah, these guys are selling a bunch of stuff. Hey, I don't think they've got Black Friday ads still running. You're right, though. They've been running for a long time, but they're not great. This is a good opportunity. Ah, they're a big brand, are they? How big are they? And as you guys know, big brands don't have to have amazing ads. They've got investors. They might be in their growth stage where they could be spending on ads that aren't profitable. Let's have a look here. What can we glean from them? Facebook disclaimer. What? Interesting. Affiliate program. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, they're selling a lot of different stuff, aren't they? And they're selling it for a lot more. Yeah, I don't know much about this brand. I haven't seen them before. Their website is not great. But I guess they have a large following. They've been running for more than a year. You've been looking at ads anyway. So what can happen here, guys? And you'll see this, look, 18,000 likes and followers, yeah. The longer you've been running your ads, the less effort you have to put in because your pixel gets so much data that Facebook knows exactly who to target. And people who've purchased from you are likely to purchase again. So they're running a lot of ads here for a lot of their other products. And they're probably even running ads to their collection page. I betcha they are. So you bought one thing, you thought they were pretty cool, you'll come back and you'll buy more. And they've probably got an amazing email system behind them. They probably do. And most likely they've probably got a large Instagram, I take it. Let's have a look. So with my ads on Homecraftology, I can literally make money running a carousel ad. So I hardly even need to have a huge, like a beautiful e-commerce ad. They do perform better for me, like a proper e-com ad, but I don't need them. These guys would be selling a fair bit organically with 40K followers. And I mean, look, people are actually engaging with this. 101 likes on an upload. I think a lot of their sales will be coming organically for these guys. Certainly great that you found them. I want you guys to do better. Tighter angles, tighter images. We've got a lot of catching up to do. And these are also branded. And you can brand yours for sure. We have the tools in our supplier has the tools to brand your products. Prove you can sell them first. All right, so Nat and Ollie. Oh, actually, whose was this one? Whose was? Where were we? Velmora and Co. Whose was that one? That was Kaden and Claire. Yeah. Turn off the ads that aren't showing a lot of benefit. Bring down your daily spend for the Advantage Plus. Bring it right back down to like $30 a day until you're comfortable that it's going to make money. Jess is 100% correct. You need more time on an Advantage Plus to fill it in with potential buyers. Essentially, as soon as you launch your Advantage Plus, it's going out and it's doing prospecting. Now, it's not expecting a lot of people to actually buy from you in the initial stages of prospecting. You're going to need to be able to afford at least a week running that at a loss before you can expect to have a profit. So keep the budgets low and slowly build it up. You might run it unprofitably for 4 or 5 days, then you start getting orders, and then it sort of kicks in. Because those people who see your ad, they're going to see them a number of times. So turn off the ones that are getting you under 3% click-through, turn down your budget, go and get yourself some UGC and a video created, and I think you'll do a lot better. You have a lot of nice angles, but we need to bring in your spending a lot. And if Advantage Plus isn't working for you at this stage, if you don't have enough data on your pixel, don't do Advantage Plus. Just do a regular campaign and just leave it running. Jess, your Advantage Plus took weeks to warm up and you have a well-seasoned pixel. Hey, yeah, it takes me a couple of weeks for, like, you look at my account right now, I'm only spending what, $400 or $500 on acquisition on my top of funnel Advantage Plus ads. Because if I spend more than that right now, I'll just be giving money to Facebook. Like I need time for my customers to build up so I can build my spend up slowly. It's not all about throwing your money down and letting it. They love it when you allow them to do it. They'll take your money, but don't let them. And when I start to see brands like these guys, when I start to see this kind of stuff, and I see that their website is atrocious, and this is actually quite sad of a website. Branding is nice. The products are nice. Dear God, whoever designed this needs to be, I don't know, like their laptop privileges need to be taken away for sure. But when I start seeing a brand that's had ads running for as long as this, and there's nothing special about their ads and there's nothing special about their landing page, I get a bit excited. You're unsure if your website is too aggressive. Let's take a look. That's Water Wombat. Oh, excuse me for yawning. A little bit. It's a little bit on the nose. And it looks too ChatGPT. First problem is these things here. As much I can see you put a lot of effort in, and you know I appreciate that. So you get points for effort. Trust me. I'm not going to sit here yelling at you that it sucks. I can see how much time you put into this. Respect. But these are very hard to read. If you go back to Waddle Wombat. Cool thing is you guys get to whatever you guys do, please guys, Waddle Wombat and Velmora, do not copy off each other, because you're going to be at each other's throats, emailing each other going, you stole my picture, you stole my headline. Don't copy off each other, okay? You're going to have some similar ideas, but you see how simple it is to have your eco-friendly, non-toxic in a simple, easy to read, naturally durable, naturally heat resistant. Those are the selling points. Versus here, it's a little bit difficult for me to understand this. And you're missing non-toxic. Make to last is nice, but yeah, just make them simple text. Let's have a look how this looks on mobile. Yeah, very hard to read. Very hard to read. Now, the stop you're cooking the toxic way versus showcasing the products. I like this approach a little bit better, but I would focus more on the product, and you could bring these logos into the image there, into the product image itself, so that they're actually used somewhere, and make sure they're easy to read. And please don't use a such a AI looking image. If you're going to use an image, make it look real. And what you can do is go audio UGC and maybe use a frame of the UGC as your product image. That's not bad. That's not a bad product image there. That might be what I start with these nice little logos on it. Nice and like homely. We're going for homely. Okay. Product description. I don't like elevate your kitchen. It's a pet peeve. I don't like it when websites tell me elevate this, elevate this. How about just cut the plastics from your cooking and buy a cooking utensil set that will last for years. These look great. A microplastic sitting hidden in your meals. That's not bad. That's not bad. This isn't too much. This is just the right amount. This is just the right amount. Yeah, the rest of it's great. Put it in a beautiful kitchen, sell people the dream of how they will look. Yeah, 100%. 100%. You're getting there, Kaden and Claire. And the important thing is you sort of seen that it can work. When you see that it can work, then it gives you a lot of confidence to keep going. So yeah, good luck on this one. You'll do okay. You'll do well. I'm really glad that we got the two of you running this. Honestly, it's great. Okay, next. Divine. You need me to look in your website, right? What was your website name, Divine? I'll go grab it from the subreddit. Reddit. Was this one yours? Was it this one? Oh man, that's not good. It's definitely not a good product. Not a good page. I don't know if that was yours or not. What's the name of your store? That is? Oh dear. Ah, man. No. I'm so sorry, but first of all, we don't have a domain name. Sastacart sounds terrible. What we want to be doing is finding a niche, not just products. We're not here to sell products. We're here to sell a solution. And none of these have any rhyme or reason to be in the same store. You couldn't look any more desperate drop shipping if you tried. And again, we've got the Indian stuff here too. Are you selling to India? If you are, definitely make it a more Indian store. I guess you are, because you got the ripples down here. Pick one niche. Pick one type of product you're going to sell. If it's going to be dogs, stick to the dog store. I think dogs in India would be a great store. But, if there's another thing that you have in mind, stick to that one thing. You'll notice all the stores from all of my students are in one particular niche. And that's because we pick the niche and we build our entire catalog around that one problem, that one product that solves one problem. So what I want you to do is go pick a new niche and build me a new store that looks really nice. Sign yourself up to the Freedom Club. You can sign up here for free. There's a free 30-day program that will get you started with all of the basics, and it'll teach you step by step what to do and how to find your product and how to build your store. And if you like the training, you can choose to become a paid member, but you'll at least get started. But that is not going to work. Not even close. Please don't spend money on that. All right. So, Rodney, Oz Living Store. Let's take a look. 37 orders, 50 sales in June. Slowed down. So working on new ads. Feedback on the store. Once you get going again, you need the supplier. Yeah. Rodney, let me give you the link to this to chat with me about the supplier. Chat with me here, mates. Get you sorted. And let's take a look at your store. Do I have access to your ads? Because that would help. Solar power bank. Ah. So we have an outdoor store. Cool. This looks like Jimmy's been in here. This looks like a Jimmy store. Jimmy, you been helping here? Shop power bank. Disasters won't wait. Ooh. Most Australians are shockingly unprepared for sudden disasters, bushfires, floods, and blackouts. And hurricanes now apparently in the Gold Coast. When the power goes out, yada, yada, yada. I like this intro. Oz Living Solar Power Bank. $89. Great. There's a lot going on. Not going to lie, it's pretty good though. Looks like a pretty clean, stock standard drop. Not drop dropping. Yeah, e-commerce store. Well done. I'll have to see your ads. I'll just see if I've got access to them. Give me a second. Oz Living Store. No, I don't. So what I'll do is I'll send you my email address as well. If you want... Go away. I don't know what that is. You can invite me to ads if you want. Evidence3030@gmail.com. Send me an invite to your business. Make sure you give me access to your ad account. I don't need any other access. Oops. That is not where I wanted to put it. And I can go in and sort of have a deeper look at what's going on, because without that, I can't really help you. All right, Abby, Pure Prep. Your first ads have been running since midnight on Friday. The second 4 since midnight. Okay, 4 sales. Only 2 are showing. Jimmy reckons it's a website issue. It suggested Bilal to help you get your gifts. Yeah, cool. Asked me to take a look. You won't be able to join the call as you're on a flight. Can watch. No excuse. Better watch me when you land. Okay. Utensils. Is this the same one? Oh dear. I think we have another utensils. All right. £10. Okay, this is off in the UK. No, nobody panic. These are in the UK. Long lasting. Okay. So what she's doing. Ugh, the images look like ChatGPT. Yuck. Sorry. I know that sounds terrible, me just going yuck. I apologize. So we're just doing some basic testing here, okay? Fair enough. £5 daily. You've only spent £100. Cool. And we got some testing. So what's really important here is really just to look at the clicks, because all we're trying to figure out here, which of these angles is pretty good. And look, you've got some pretty good ones here. £1, £1. The click-throughs on this one is great. This one's great. This one's great. This one's great. Cool. To me, you've passed the first step, which is getting a rough idea of how you can actually get some angles together. Next phase. So phase 2 of testing. You can turn all these off. Take your best ones with the best click-throughs. So this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Skip your 1 and your 1 and your 1.6. Skip those ones. Happy you just managed to join. Awesome. Just go back a few minutes and you can get the start of what I was saying. So now your next step is to take your best performing ads and put them all into one ad set. And that ad set will be targeting a keyword. And then you duplicate that ad set so that you'll have several ad sets with your winning ads. And I'll show you my account just so you get a feel for how I do this. Now, I've done way more testing than you, obviously. Been doing this a long time. I did like months of testing. I don't want you to do months of testing because I have loads of income coming in. You guys need to do this quickly. So these ad sets here are made up of my winning ads through months and months of testing. Now I've got my ads and I've got my my angles that work. You've now got ads and angles that work. Now it's time to go and make each of your ad sets. You'll notice they have the exact same ads in them. And I'm targeting different keywords. I was targeting engaged shoppers, coloring in books, and crafts. Those are my big ones there. And surprisingly, coloring in books did better than crafts by a long shot. And engaged shoppers, funnily enough, did a lot better than any of them. So now you need, and I need to as well, go and start testing more and more and more different targeting options. Bilal is helping you with the images and GIFs. Shall you wait till you have some more? Look, I don't never wait. Never wait. Get started and then go and test his images again. Yeah, because but don't add his things into your new testing ad sets while you're testing. Test one thing at a time. So you've now got a bunch of ads that work. Now you need to go find the right targeting that works for you. So you have to phase 2. Don't spend too much money on it. $10 per day or £10 per day on each testing ad set, and you'll be right. And if you get stuck, go back to the start of this video because we had 2 other utensil stores running, and you'll get a lot of information from this entire session. So I'll give you the YouTube link, and you can go back and watch that in your own time from the beginning. All right, moving along. Kelly, it's been a long time. Oh, you're the last one, Kelly. It's been a long time since we talked. You was ready to give up in the sauna blanket over the last week, but you had a really good weekend. No order since Monday. Had multiple orders for different products on your store, including red light belt. Store's looking nice. Every time I see this, it's looking nicer and nicer. #1 leading sauna blanket for Australia for effective weight loss management. I don't like this sale ending here. I think that looks kind of dodgy. Please write at the gym. Perfect. Great. We have a reach checkout problem. That's what we have. And this will come down, like, I don't think this is a website issue anymore. When we have reach checkout problems, it's usually the price. It's like you want the product, but then you get to the checkout and you're like, I don't want it that much. $249. This is a lot to ask of somebody. I know you're giving everybody 15% off. what I would do personally in this situation, I'd be testing maybe $199. Or what you could do, right, is you could actually, instead of having this terrible sales like thing here, you could actually put a discount code there, and you could say, use this discount. And why is this pop-up popping up again? I already said no. I think your pop-up might be popping up more than once. Just check that too. You could try giving people like a $50 discount code right here, and like use this code to get $50 off your thermo blanket. Expires today, and that might just be enough to push them over the edge. It might be, and not everybody is going to do that as well. Some people will miss it. So some people will come in at the $249. Some people might come in at the $199. But when I start to see stats like this, it's nearly always price related. So you want to make sure that your welcome series is stepping up in discounts that you're offering as well. And if you're starting at 15%, after 3 or 4 days of no purchase and you've sent 3 or 4 emails, you step it up to 20%. And then if that doesn't work, you can step it up to 25%. And, you know, I'm going as high as probably the equivalent of what 30% would be for you for my store in the final pieces of my welcome series. Because if they get to the end of the welcome series and they haven't purchased yet, well, I'll do anything to get them. I'll take a little bit of profit if I get the customer, because I just want the customer. You're nearly there, Kelly. You're nearly there. Multiple orders of different products in your store, including the red light belt. That's a good sign. Maybe you should focus on the red light belt as well. Where is it? Oh man, this landing page does look so much better. Great, landing page is slick. Very nice. I mean, it's very ChatGPT-ish, but very nice. This is popping up again. You've definitely got a pop-up issue. Sam, yeah, let me know what your account is, and I'll look at it right away. Kelly, stick with it. You're almost there. There are some little improvements you can make to your website. I don't love all your ChatGPT images. If you're going to get some UGC, that'd be really ideal, because you'll be able to use some of that UGC on your landing page to help with trust. Remember, if you're not getting orders, but you get a lot of reach checkout, you're not getting very few complete orders, price and trust. Price and trust. Sam, Flex Hub. All right. Okay. Stretch slope testing. $47 a purchase, $380, $2 cost per click, 1.7% click through. It's not bad. It's not bad. C2, C1. Ah, you're doing some headline testing. Nice. Let's go take a look at the results. Some clear winners there. C1. What's the difference there?
Want deeper stretches, stronger calves, and no more pain? Check out this wooden slant board.
It targets tight calves, ankles, and hamstrings, helping with mobility, flexibility, and strength.
It's fully adjustable, non-slip, and targets your calves, Achilles.
Good ad.
Want deeper stretches, stronger
Ooh, working from home. Nice.
It targets tight calves, ankles, and hamstrings, helping with mobility.
But that one had a fair few more likes, didn't it? Don't wait until stiffness turns into pain.
If you want to stay active and pain-free, this might be your secret weapon.
It targets
Okay, so we had pain-free, then we had working from home, and then we had stiffness and sore. So the pain angle was the best one. You got a sale today? Yeah, so the stiffness and pain is definitely what's working. Don't wait until stiffness turns into pain. It's kind of brilliant. I like that. You don't have to have the 50% off best-selling stretch slope. You don't have to have that there. You can put the benefit here. You can say, finally, pain-free calves or legs as a headline, and that can sometimes do better. You'll see it on my ads, even on Home Craftology. I'm not saying like 50% off, 40% off. Sometimes I'm just saying, sometimes it's just the simple problem solution. So we had some sales on these ones, but it looks like your ads are getting better. So these are the angles you want. These 2 angles are the ones you want to go for. Now it's time to go and actually make some more ads. And these ones aren't great. They're not, I can just see from the beginning, they're not great ads. And that's not particularly, I can see where you're going, but it's not there yet. That one's, you're kind of getting there, but no one wants to see someone carrying a board. What else we got? B3? No, we don't want to see multiple products. What we want to see,
If you want to stay active and pain-free, this might.
that's a good product image. Obviously, take out the writing and put a headline in there. Sure thing, Jennifer. Just pop in the link. You got 2 purchases from the image ads, but you don't know why the CTR is so low. Hey, look, you can get purchases because the product is just a good product. You got 2 purchases, but you can certainly do better. And just think, like, that's a good. When I see this kind of thing on a not so pretty ad, that's sort of encouraging to do better, because if I can get a purchase with a crappy ad, then I can start to work on getting like better visuals. I'd like you to go work with Dimas. So go grab his details from the chat. And if you can afford to get someone else to do your image ads, I'd get him, because these will come out very slick. Take some stills from your videos. These are interesting because you don't often see people standing awkwardly on a thing like this. So these would be good ads. That, maybe that. That definitely, because it looks like, what is he doing? That'll be a very good ad there too. And then of course you want to put your headline and your benefits. Working home all day isn't the winner there, but I wouldn't even go with the tight knees and hips and ankles. I'd definitely go with the soreness one that you have. Where is it? That. Don't wait until stiffness turns into pain. That is brilliant there. Brilliant. So go make more ads around that and go get more variety in your images. Focusing on seeing someone use the product rather than just show me a picture of a board. Make sense? One aroma. Ooh, I've been looking forward to this one. 30 days of subtle gradient scent. Breathe natural, not chemical. Okay. Distraction-free driving. I don't know if you need distraction-free driving. If I'm wanting to buy a car, I want it to smell like I just bought it. Do you know what I mean? I don't like this ad, this image here. It looks way too cartoony, like way too ChatGPT-ish. I'm not sure if it was or not. The quality of this one is not great. You may need to actually buy the product and make your own video because that looks too fuzzy. That's not too bad. That's not too bad either. It's just, we're going to have to figure out a way. That's terrible. Get rid of that one. That one's okay. We need better photos of this thing. We need to make it look good. Coconut, lavender, sandalwood. Nice. Oh, excuse me, got the hiccups. These are nice. Ah, I use this section in my store too. It's nice. Almost, you got the basics. You got the basics. I like how you got the expensive one up the top. 2 month supply. $60. 1 clip plus 2 center blocks. Yeah, the basics are here. You have it and took some photos? You made the GIF, but yeah, okay. So if these are your photos, I'm wondering if you can go to like a car lot and pretend you're looking for a car. Just ask to look inside the car, or maybe take it for a test drive. Just take it down the street and take a photo of these things in a nice car, but don't use one that has frayed edges like this. Make sure that you're using one that's at a perfect angle like this. This one looks better. Abdul, welcome. This one does look better. But I reckon you want to go for a bit more luxurious type of look. And that one does look better there, but it's just the car itself isn't. And it's all your photos? No, I get that. I get that. I'm just trying. Oh, not all your photos. Okay. Half mine, half online. This one might be okay. I mean, this is the one that you made. It might be okay if you just render it at a higher quality. But like, if you're going to be selling the dream, if you're going to like, what most of these aroma places like to do is make you feel like you're going to put this in your car and feel like you're driving a BMW. And the way to do that is to go and sit in a BMW, take a video using your product on the visor in a BMW and showing all the insignia and the beautiful seats. Bring a sense of luxury and leather into your store. Do you know what I mean? And it won't cost you anything. And you might walk away with a new car. I don't know, but that's what I would do. I take it down to the dealership and ask for a test drive. Hopefully they just let you drive it with your husband or whatever, or by yourself. Take it down the street and take a few photos. That's my advice. So yeah, not bad. I don't know about distraction-free driving. I think what I would do is I'd run this through ChatGPT and ask it for some interesting angles that you might like to try. I'm just thinking, like, who's going to buy this? Are we selling this to mums, or are we selling this to executives, or are we selling this to car enthusiasts? Probably mums, I would think. And what do they want? They want their car to smell better than the other mums. We'll have to have a look at some of the competitors and see how they're selling it. Now, in terms of what you got here, it's all pretty good. It's all pretty clean. We could do with some more images, I guess. I know the competitors have a lot more, but yeah, continue building, Jennifer. It's coming along. All right, ladies and gents, I'm going to wrap this one up. It's been a fun night. I hope you've all enjoyed this. Hope you've all got a golden nugget or two. I'll be back on Sunday with some more product reviews, and I'll see you guys all next week. So take it easy and go make some money, guys. Get those sales. Is the slider okay? A little bit cartoony, but that's kind of I know the cartoony is a kind of a cool nature and a cool vibe. Maybe you want to make the whole website a little cartoony. Maybe give it a bit of a vibe, you know. And Elisa says maybe reps who travel for work. Yeah, maybe just mums who are stuck in traffic and they want to smell the beach. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I'll see you all later.